Life is a journey filled with joy and sorrow, love and loss. But seldom do we pause to reflect on the deep connections between them. This ancient tale, passed down through generations, carries a profound lesson about the nature of attachment and suffering. One that remains as relevant today as it was centuries ago. Once, there was a wealthy merchant whose beloved son died at a young age. Overcome with sorrow, the man could no longer eat, sleep, or find peace. Days turned into nights as he wandered to the cemetery, weeping uncontrollably. His heart was shattered, his world darkened by an unbearable void. Desperate for solace, he sought out the Buddha, hoping for words that would ease his pain. With tears streaming down his face, the man cried, "Dear Buddha, my son is gone. My heart is broken. How can I live without him?" The Buddha, with compassion in his eyes, replied, "Such is the nature of life. Grief, tears, sickness of the body, and torment of the mind. They all arise from love and affection. These sorrows are born from the bonds we hold dear." The rich man was stunned. How can this be? He thought, love brings happiness, not suffering. If what the Buddha says is true, then why do we cherish love at all? Disillusioned, he turned away, unwilling to accept such a bitter truth. As he walked back home, lost in his thoughts, he came across a group of gamblers playing dice by the roadside. Seeing their carefree laughter, he approached them and shared his conversation with the Buddha. "Tell me," he asked, "is it not love that brings joy? How can it be the cause of suffering?" The gamblers laughed and nodded in agreement. "You are right, noble sir. Love brings only pleasure and delight. Who would say otherwise?" Hearing this, the rich man felt a flicker of relief. At least these men understand, he thought. Comforted by their words, he returned home, clinging to the belief that love could not possibly be the root of sorrow. Word of this encounter soon reached the palace. Intrigued, the king recounted the story to his queen. "My lord," the queen said thoughtfully, "if the Buddha spoke these words, then they must hold truth." The king frowned. "You speak like a blind follower, accepting everything without question. Must you not think for yourself? Go and seek the truth before you agree so easily." Unshaken, the queen summoned a wise Brahman and sent him to the Buddha to clarify the matter. When the Brahman arrived, he bowed respectfully and asked, "Oh, blessed one, is it true that grief and suffering arise from love?" The Buddha nodded. "Indeed, Brahman. Sorrow, tears, misery, and despair, they all stem from love and affection." To illustrate his point, the Buddha shared 3 poignant stories. Once, a woman's mother passed away. The loss was so unbearable that she went mad, running through the streets, asking every stranger, "Have you seen my mother?" Her love was so deep that its absence destroyed her peace. This is how attachment leads to suffering. Another woman lost her father, then her brothers, sisters, children, and finally her husband. One by one, death took them all. Unable to bear the pain, she lost her sanity, wandering aimlessly, searching for her loved ones. Such is the torment born from affection. A young wife was pressured by her family to leave her husband and marry another. When she told him, despair consumed him. In a moment of madness, he struck her down, then took his own life, believing they would reunite in the next world. Even love, in its deepest form, can bring destruction. The Brahman listened intently, his heart heavy with understanding. Bowing deeply, he returned to the queen and repeated the Buddha's words. The queen turned to her husband and asked gently, "My king, do you love our daughters? Do you love me?" "Of course," the king replied without hesitation. "I love you all dearly. And if we were to die or suffer misfortune, would you grieve?" She pressed. The king's face darkened. "How could I not? The pain would be unbearable." Then, the queen said softly, "You see the truth in the Buddha's words. Love is the root of suffering. The deeper the love, the greater the sorrow when it is lost." A profound silence filled the room. The king, humbled by this realization, bowed his head. How astonishing! The Buddha sees with perfect wisdom what we, in our ignorance, fail to comprehend. Filled with reverence, he turned toward where the Buddha resided and offered his deepest respects. This timeless tale reminds us that love, while beautiful, carries within it the seeds of sorrow. The more we cling, the more we suffer when change inevitably comes. Yet, this is not a call to abandon love, but to love wisely, without attachment, understanding that all things are impermanent. As the Buddha taught, true peace comes not from holding on, but from letting go. For in the end, it is not love itself that brings suffering, it is our refusal to accept that nothing lasts forever. And so, we must ask ourselves, can we love without chains? Can we cherish without clinging? The answer lies not in denial, but in wisdom. The wisdom to embrace love while releasing the fear of loss. For in that balance, we find true freedom. If this video inspired you, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more motivation, and share it with someone who needs a boost today. Until next time, stay motivated, stay inspired, and keep shining. See you in the next video. Shubham Bhavtu.